everyone, here I am doing a questions on comparing quantities class 7. Important questions of 2 and 3 marks. Now important question means I'm going to cover all the different type of questions which can come for 2 and 3 marks. So here in this video I'm going to cover 10 questions, and since I cannot cover all the questions in one video because the video will be very lengthy, I'm going to just make a one part of it, and the next I'm going to make a different part of the same chapter. So let's begin with the first question. So find the ratio of 60 paisa is to 3 rupees, and the second one is 3 kg 250 gram is to 5 kg. Now this type of questions can come. So here I've taken two different questions to explain you how to do it. You can expect this type of question for 1 or 2 mark. Alright, so how to do it? So find the ratio of 60 paise and 3 rupees. So you can see that they are in different units. Ratios, whenever you're finding out, they have to be in the same unit. So here we have a different unit, one is paisa and one is rupee. So we're going to convert into one same unit. So it is always easy to convert rupees into paise because the conversion is simple, right? Instead of converting paisa to rupee, when you convert, the answer will be in decimal. Again, calculate will become more complicated. So we're going to convert rupees into paise, and then we're going to find out the ratio. Similarly, for second question also, I'm going to convert everything into a grams here, and then we're going to solve it. So whenever you see this type of questions, make sure that you have a same units. So here they have given 60 paisa and they have given 3 rupees. So here I'm going to convert rupees into paisa, but we know that 1 rupees is equal to 100 paise, right? So when you're converting rupees into paise, you're converting a higher unit into a smaller unit, which means you have to multiply here. So if 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, then 3 rupees will be, or rupees 3 will be equal to 3 into 100 paise, which will be equal to 300 paise. Now we're going to find the ratio. So here we have a, let me solve from here itself. So 60 paise is to 3 rupees, right? So it will become 60 paise. So 60 p, I'm writing p is paise, is to, instead of 3 rupees I'm going to write down 300 paise. Now you know that ratios can be also written in a fraction form. So this will be equal to 60 paise and 300 paise. So the unit will get cancelled, the paise, the p will get cancelled, the units will get cancelled. You can cancel the zeros also here, and we have 6 and 30, cancel it further. So 6 ones are 6 5s are 30. So this is equal to 1:5. So ratios are always brought into the simplest form. So try to cancel the number, bring it to the least form or the simplest form, and then convert back into the ratios. So 1:5 or 1/5 is in a fraction. So I'm going to convert this into a ratio. So this will be equal to 1:5. So same way we have to do the second question. So let me write on the second one here. So the answer is 1:5 for the first question. Now in the second one we have 3 kg and 250 gram is to 5 kg, right? So here I told, like I mentioned before, I'm going to convert everything into grams, because converting grams into kg means you have to divide, you will get the answer in decimal. So I want to avoid that part. So we're going to convert everything into a grams. So we know that 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams, right? So here 3 kgs will be equal to 3000 grams. So 1 kg is 1000 grams, so 3 kg will be 3 into 1000, which will be 3000 grams. So when you're converting a higher unit to a smaller unit, you have to multiply. So 3 into 1000 is 3000 grams. So here 3 kg 250 grams will be, we know 3 kg is 3000, so 3000 grams plus 250 grams. So this will be equal to 3250 gram. Now similarly I'm going to convert the 5 kg also. So 5 kg will be equal to 5 into 1000 gram, which will be equal to 5000 gram. Now we're going to find out the ratio. So we want the ratio for 3 kg 250 gram is to 5 kg. So in place of 3 kg 250 gram, I go write down 3250 gram is to 5 kg. In place of 5 kg, I'm going to put 5000 gram. So like I mentioned before, we're going to convert the ratios into fraction. So it will be 3250 grams divided by 5000 grams. so units will get cancelled, and the 1 0 I can cancel here. You can cancel this in 5 table, or you can cancel this in whichever table is easy for you, go for that. Here I'm going to cancel these numbers into um, 5 table. So 5 ones are 5, will get 100, and here 5 6 are 30, 32 is there, right? So 30, which means 2 will be the remainder. I'm going to put along with the 5, it will make the number 25, and 5 5s are 25. So here I've got 65 and 100. We can again cancel this in 5 table. 5 2s are 10, and then 0 20, and 5 13s are is 65. So here we got the ratio or the fraction is 13 upon 20. So the ratio will become 13 is to 20. I cannot cancel 13 20 further because 13 is a prime number, it doesn't go in tables. We cannot cancel this further. So this is a ratio here. So this was the first question. Now let's move on to the second one. Now this is another type of question which can come for 1 or 2 mark. Now what they are asking this question, express the following in a simplest form. Simplest form means a reduced form. You have to cancel the numbers till the stage where you cannot cancel it further. That is called simplest form or least form. So we're going to cancel these numbers. So first we have 28 is to 20. So like I mentioned before, we're going to convert, or we can write down the ratios in a fraction form, which will be equal to 28 upon 20. Right? We're going to cancel this. You can cancel this directly in 4 table, or whichever table is comfortable for you, go for that. At the end you're going to get the same answer. So here I'll directly going to cancel in 4 table. 4 7s are 28, and 4 5s are 20. So here I got 7 by 5, and 7 by 5 we cannot cancel it further. So 7 by 5 will be the answer. Then the next question. Okay, I'm sorry, I have written here 20, it has to be 80. Let me just rewrite this further. Okay, I'm doing this question again. I have taken a wrong question. It was 28 is to 80. I have taken 28 is to 20. If it is 20, you're gonna get the answer 7 by 5, and let's see what happens if it says 80. So 28 by 80, I'm gonna cancel again this in 4 table. 4 7s are 28, and 4 2s are 8, and then 0 20. So the answer will be 7 by 20. We cannot cancel this further, so this will be the answer. Now second one. So 2 by 3 is to 8 by 7. So we have a mixed fraction and fraction here. So we're going to convert the mixed fraction into fraction. So multiply these two numbers first. So 3 2s are 6. So whatever answer we got, we have to add with the numerator. So 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. So we got 8 by 3 is to 8 by 7. Like I said before, ratios can be written in a fraction form, like some number divide by number. So 8 by 3 whole divide by 8 by 7. So instead of writing like this, instead of putting the big division sign here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write in this way. 8 by 3 divided by 8 by 7. I'll tell you why I have written like this. Because in a fraction chapter, you might have learned how to divide two fractions. So the same method I'm going to use here. So when you're dividing our fractions here, the first number will remain same. That is 8 by 3 will remain same. And the division will become multiplication. And you're going to take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So the reciprocal of 8 by 7 will be 7 by 8. You have to just interchange the numerator and denominator. That's it. Now cancel the numbers. 8 will get cancelled, and nothing else we can cancel here. So this will be equal to 7 by 3. We cannot cancel 7 by 3 further. So the ratio will be 7 is to 3. And the first question, it will be 7 is to 20. That's it. So this is another type of question which can come for exam, where you have to simplify it further. Now the next question. Which ratio is greater? Now again you can expect this for 1 or 2 mark. Now this type of question, there are many ways of solving it. I'm going to explain you the easiest way for both the questions. Okay, for the first one we have here is 3 is to 7, and the next ratio here is 4 is to 9. I'm going to just write down in a fraction form. So this will be 3 by 7, and this will be 4 by 9. After doing this, I'm going to cross multiply. Means I'm going to multiply the 9 with 3, I'm going to multiply the 7 with 4. So 9 threes are is, I'm writing here the down, 9 threes are is 27 and 7 fours are is 28. Now out of this 27 and 28, which one is greater? 28 is greater, right? Which means 4 by 9 will be greater than 3 by 7. So here 3 is to 7 is less than 4 is to 9, or 4 is to 9 is greater than 3 is to 7. Just cross multiply and see which product is greater, and that ratio or that fraction will be greater. This is one way of doing it. Okay, the next one is cancelling it. Means here is the second question. 5 by 8, okay, let me write down the ratio form. So 5 is to 8, or they have given here is 6 is to 17. Now you can okay, let me write down this fraction form. 5 by 8, and here we have 6 by 17. Okay, now here you can reduce it and you can cross multiply, but here we cannot reduce it further, so I'm going to just cross multiply directly. So multiply the 17 by 5 and this 8 by 6. So 17 5 is 85 and 8 6 is 48. Right, we have just cross multiplied. Now which number is greater? 85 is greater than 48, right? Which means 5 is to 8 is greater than 6 is to 17. That's it. Okay, so this is how you can compare the ratios here. Just cross multiply, check which product is greater, and that ratio or that fraction will be greater. Then the next question, are the following in proportion? So far we have solved the question related to ratios. Now we have this word proportion. So what we mean by word proportion? So proportion means equal, like we have learned equivalent fractions, right? Similarly, if the ratios are equal, we're gonna say they are in proportion. We don't use a word equal, we use a word proportion. Now they're asking if the given these numbers are in a proportion or not. So proportion means what you're gonna do here is, we have 45, 60, and we have 30 and 40. So these two numbers and these two numbers, we have to check if these are in a proportion or not. Okay, and this is a symbol which is used for the proportion sign. Now whenever this type of question comes, you have to check the product of extreme and mean. Now what are extremes and mean? Extremes are nothing but the numbers which are at the end, right? Here 45 and 40 are at the corner, they are the end, extreme side, so they are called extreme. So we're gonna multiply this extreme, so 45 multiplied by 40, and we're gonna multiply the mean. Mean means the number which are at the center. We have 60 and 30, right? We're gonna multiply these two. If the answer of the extreme, the product of extreme is equal to the product of mean, if they are equal, we're gonna say that this given numbers are in proportion, the ratios are in proportion, otherwise not. So 45 into 40, when you multiply, you're gonna get the answer 1800. Similarly, when you multiply 60 and 30, you're gonna get 1800. So we can say that yes, they are in proportion. Okay, now I'm gonna give you a task. Check for the second question. Check the same way. Find the extreme product of extreme, that is product of the last two numbers. Get the answer and find the product of mean, that is the center two numbers, and check if they are equal or not. If they are equal, then they are in proportion. If they are not equal, then they are not in proportion. Okay. Now in this question also we have a proportion. Let's read the question. Find the value of x for which the following forms of proportion. So we have to find the missing value here, which they have given x, and we have to, so that this will going to form a proportion. So they are in proportion now, and we have to find the value of x for both the question. In the previous question, like I said before, if they're in proportion, then product of extreme will be same as the product of mean. So we're going to use that. I'm going to find the value of x. So the first question, we have 16 is to 8 is in proportion. So the double colon is a symbol for proportion, and then 7 is to x. Now the extremes, like I said before, are the one which are at the corner at the end. So the product of extremes, that is 16 into x, these are the product means multiplication. 16 into x will be equal to the product of mean. So the one which are at the center, that is 8 and 7, they are called mean. So product of mean means 8 into 7. Now it's like a equation we have got. We have to find the value of x. Now I don't want the 16 here, right? I want only the x value, so I'm going to transpose 16 to the other side. So x will be equal to 8 multiplied by 7 divided by 16. Now we're going to cancel the number. 8 ones are and 8 twos are 16. So this is equal to 7 by 2. So x value we got here is 7 by 2. The same thing for the second question. So we have here 36 is to 45 is in proportion with 16 is to 2x. We have to find the value of x here. Okay, so again the same thing, product of extreme, that is 36 into 2x will be equal to product of mean, that is 45 into 16. So 45 multiplied by 16. Now we want the x value, so I'm going to transpose 36 and 2 to the other side. So first let me transpose 36 to other side. 36 in multiplication, so when you're transposing it to the other side comes in division. So 2x is equal to 45 multiplied by 16 divided by 36. Right, now again we have a 2 here. 2 is again multiplication with x, so we have to transpose 2. You can do this both in a single step. You can transpose 36 and 2 at a time in this step, or you can do it separately. So I'm going to transpose 2 now. So this will be 45 multiplied by 16 divided by 36. So 2 will going to come in denominator. It will get multiplied with 36. So 36 multiplied by 2. Now we're going to cancel the number. So 2 ones are and then 2 8s are 16. We can cancel 8 and 36 in 4 table. 4 2s are 8 and 4 9s are 36. We can cancel 9 and 45 9 table. 9 1s are 9 5s are 45. So which numbers are left here? We have 5 and 2 in the numerator and we have 1 in the denominator. So 5 2s are 10. So therefore we got x value is equal to 10. That's it. So this is this type of question. Again, find the value of x, and if their proportion can come for exam. Now if this type of question comes, this can come for 3 mark or it can come for 2 mark. So this is different type of question. What is given here? The cost of 20 liter of milk is rupees 500. Find the cost of 59 liter of milk. Now they have mentioned 20 liter of milk is rupees 500. What will be the cost of 59 liter? So in this type of question, we're gonna use unitary method. Unitary method means we're gonna find out for one value and then we're gonna find out for the rest of it. Now let's start on what is given here. So they have given cost of 20 liter milk, which is equal to rupees 500. We have to find out for the 1 liter. Now it may confuse you which number to be multiplied, which number to divide, what to do. It's very simple. Do one thing. They have given 20 liter is equal to 500, right? So we want 1 liter here, so we're going to transpose 20 to the other side. So liter will be equal to 1 liter, or liter is same. There's no number here, it means it's a 1 is there. So 1 liter will be equal to 500 divided by 20. Just transpose 20 to the other side. In case it's confusing you which number to be get divided or multiplied, or with what number you have to divide, you can do in this way. So 500 divided by 20. So this 500 rupees we're dividing into 20 liters. We're going to get the cost of 1 liter here. Let's do it. So let me write down the question here, the statement. So given the cost of 20 liter of milk is for rupees 500, then the cost of 1 liter milk will be equal to rupees 500 divided by 20. I just explained you how we got 20. So cancel the zeros here. Cancel 2 and 50. You will get 2 ones are, and then 2 25s are 50. So this is equal to rupees 25. So we have got that for 1 liter it is 25 rupees. Then for 59 liter what will be the cost? So you have to just multiply. 1 liter we got 25 rupees. So for 59 liter it will be multiplication. So 59 into 25. So cost of 59 liter milk will be equal to, we have to just multiply that. So rupees 25 multiplied by 59. So you can multiply 59 and 25, it will be equal to 1000 1475 rupees is the cost. So this type of questions can come where you have to find out for the one value and then find out for the rest. We're going to use a unitary method here. Then the next one, a bus travel 440 km in 8 hours. Okay, so a bus travel 440 km in 8 hours, and they're asking two questions here. The first one is, how long will it take to travel 385 kilometers, and the second one is, how far will it travel in 6.5 hours. So two are different questions here. Let's solve the first question. So a bus is traveling 440 kilometers in 8 hours, and first what they have given, what they're asking, how long will it travel to cover 385 kilometers. So they're asking time here. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna find out that for 1 kilometer how many hours it is taking. Okay, and then we're gonna find out for the 385 kilometer. So we have to find out for the 1 kilometer. So again, with which number you have to divide or with which number you have to multiply. Let me just frame it here. What they have given, a bus travel 440 kilometer in 8 hours, means 440 kilometer is equal to 8 hours. Now here we have to find out the 1 kilometer, right? Once if I get 1 kilometer, then I can find out for 385 kilometer. I just multiply it. So I want 1, right? 1 kilometer I want. So I'm going to transpose this 440 to the other side. So 1 kilometer will be equal to 8 divided by 440 hours. So this will be the for the 1 kilometer. So in 1 kilometer, the time taken will be 8 divided by 440 hours. Now I'm not going to cancel this. I'm going to cancel this later. So let me write down what is given here. So they have given bus travel 440 kilometer in 8 hours. So how long is it going to take for 380 to travel 380 kilometers, right? So therefore time taken to travel 1 kilometer. First we're going to find out for 1 kilometer. It will be equal to 8 divided by 440 hours. I just explain you how we got for 1 kilometer. Now once we got for 1 kilometer, we can find out for 385 kilometers. So therefore time taken to travel 385 kilometer will be equal to, you have to just multiply 385 by, this is 5, by 8 by 440 hours. That's it. So you have to just cancel numbers and then you have to get the answer. So this will be equal to, I'm going to cancel this in 8, or you can cancel this in 4 table. 4 2s are 8, and then 4 11s are 44, and then 0. We can cancel here 110 and 385 in 11 table. 11 tensa is 110. I'm going to cancel 385 in 11 table. 11 3s is 33. So 38 we have. So 38 minus 33, if you do, you get 5 as a remainder. So that's a remainder I'm going to write down along with the other 5. So that makes the number 55. So and 11 5s is 55. So I'll get here 35. If it's confusing you how I'm cancelling, you can do in your own way, or you can just divide the number. Now we have 35 and 10. I'm going to cancel 2 and 10 here. 2 1s are, and then 2 5s are 10. Now cancel 5 and 35. 5 1s are, 5 7s are 35. So this is equal to 7 hours. That's it. Then the next question. The next one, it's different than the first question. What they're asking here, how far will it travel in 6.5 hours? Now here they're asking how much distance going to cover in this much hour. So here we have to find out for 1 hour how many kilometers it is traveling. If we get for 1 hour, we can find out for the 6.5 hours. Same method how we did for the first one, the same method. So let us find out for the 1 hour, and then we're going to find out for the 6.5 hours. So now distance traveled in 1 hour will be, so distance traveled in 1 hour will be equal to, now if it's confusing you, let me write down here. So 440 kilometer is equal to 8 hours, right? Here I want 1 hour, so I don't want this 8. I'm going to transpose 8 to the other side, so it will be 440 divided by 8 kilometer is equal to 1 hour. So in 1 hour it is covering 440 divided by 8 kilometers. Since we got for 1 hour, we're going to find out for the 6.5 hours. So let me write down that. So distance travel in 1 hour will be equal to 440 divided by 8 kilometer. Now 6.5 is nothing but when you convert this in mixed fraction, it will be equal to 13 by 2 hours. So 6.5 will be equal to 13 by 2 hours. It's same thing. So instead of writing 6.5, I'm going to write down 13 by 2. So therefore distance traveled in 13 by 2 hours will be equal to, multiply 13 by 2 multiplied by 440 upon 8 kilometers. Okay, we are using again unitary method. I'm going to find out for the one value, that is for 1 hour I have found, and then later I'm going to find out for the whatever they're asking. So you have to just multiply this two. So cancel the numbers here. You can cancel here 2 and 440. So 2 ones are, and then 2 20s is 440. The next we're gonna find out here for the 8 and 2 we're going to cancel the numbers. So 8 you can cancel directly in 8 table, you can cancel in 4 tables. So I'm going to cancel this in 4 table. 4 2s are 8, 4 5s are 20, 2 is left, so and again 4 5s are 20. So here I got 13 multiplied by 55 divided by 2. So 13 multiplied by 55 divided by 2, you're going to get the answer in decimal, or you can add on the answer in fraction itself. So this will be equal to 715 by 2 kilometer, or you want to write down this in decimal, it will be equal to 357.5 kilometer. So this question and the previous question which I have solved, both are using the unitary method. I have taken different concepts here. Here I have taken the time and kilometer, the distance and the hours, so that it will be easy for you how to find out it. Then the next question. Now again this question is on the proportion. So what is given, what they have given here? First, second and fourth terms of proportion are 441, 175 and 25. Find its third term. So they have given that they are in proportion. Whenever they are in proportion, it means two ratios are equal here. So let me frame this. So they have given the first term. So first term is equal to 141. They have given the second term which is equal to 75, and they have given third term which is equal to 25. Now we have to find out the fourth term. In a proportion, you have seen that two numbers will be like in proportion, right? So you're going to have a two ratios which will be equal. So if I frame it, it will be like, I have written third term, it will be a fourth term here. So fourth term is 25. Fourth term is 25. We don't know the third term. I'm going to assume third term be equal to x. Now since they have given it in proportion means it will be like 141. The first two terms will be in ratio 141 is to 75, and third and fourth term will be in ratio, is in proportion with third term is x and fourth term is 25. This is how it's going to look like. 141 is to 75 is in proportion with x is to 25. Now since they have given its proportion, it means their extreme, product of extreme will be same as product of mean. That is, when you multiply the extreme, these two numbers, and when you multiply the mean, that is 75 and x, the product will be same. So if I frame it, it will be like 141 multiplied by 25 will be equal to 75 multiplied by x. So using this, I'm going to find out the x value. So I want only the x value. I'm going to transpose 75 to the other side. So 141 multiplied by 25 divided by 75 is equal to x. You can cancel the numbers. Here I'm going to cancel directly in 25 table. You can go with 5 table. So 25 ones are 25 3s are 75. Cancel 141 and again 3 in 3 table. 3 1s are 3 2s are 3 4s are 12, so 2 is a remainder, that makes a number 21. So 3 7s are 21. So therefore we got the answer here. So here I've written 20, it's a 4, 47 will get the answer. 3 4s are 12, so 47. So therefore we got x value is equal to 47. So if they ask you this type of question, if they're in proportion, then you have to solve in this way. Now in this question they have given the third term we have to find out. They may ask you that second term you have to find out or fourth term you have to find out, but the framing you have to do in the same way. Whichever term you have to find out, assume a variable and then you solve it. Then the next question. Now we have two more questions here. If p is to q is 2 is to 3, find the ratio 6p is to 2q. So we have to find the value of 6p is to 2q, and they have given that p is to q is 2 is to 3. So let me write down what is given. So they have given p is to q is equal to 2 is to 3, which means p by q is equal to 2 by 3. I'm going to cross multiply 3 with p and q with 2. So this will be 3p is equal to 2q. So keep it like that. And what is given here? They have given that 6p is to 2q. We have to find out this value. So this will be equal to 6p upon 2q. You can see that 6 and 2 we can cancel. If I cancel this, it will be like 2 1s are and then 2 3s are 6. So this is equal to 3p upon q. Now if you observe here, we have 3p is equal to 2q, right? And here we have a 3p. So in place of 3p, I'm gonna put 2q, because here we got 3p is equal to 2q. So here in the place of 3p, I'm gonna put 2q. So 2q is upon q. Cancel q and q. You will get here 2 by 1. You will not get 0 here. You're cancelling it, so you're gonna get 1 here. Okay. So it will be 2 by 1, or this will be equal to 2 is to 1. So therefore 3p is to 2q will be equal to 2 is to 1. Now here I have reduced it and again I have substituted. You can do directly one thing. You can in place of 2q, here I have cancelled, right? Before cancelling, in place of 2q, you can put 3p and you can solve it. You're going to get the same ratio, 2 is to 1. So this is simple question, but it's different than the other question, so that's why I have solved it. Now the last question here, find the missing number. So again they are given that they are in proportion. They have not given the symbol of proportion, they have given equal. Equal means they are in proportion here. And then we have to find out the missing term. Now since missing term is not, it's like we have to find out, I'm going to assume a variable a. You can take any variable if you want. Now, okay, so a is to 6 is equal to 12 is to 18. Now there are two ways of doing it. In the previous question, like we have solved that they are in proportion, right? Then we have seen the product of extreme will be same as product of mean, and then we have done it. That is one way of doing it. Here in this question, I'm going to show you a different way. So you have learned that ratios can be written in fraction form. So it will be a upon 6 is equal to 12 upon 18. You can use extreme, product of extreme is equal to product of mean method also. You can go by this method. Now here we have to find the value of a, so we're gonna transpose 6 to the other side. 6 is division, when you transpose gonna comes in multiplication. So 12 multiplied by 6 divided by 18. Cancel this in 6 table. 6 1s are 6 3s are. We can cancel 3 and 2 and 3 table. 3 1s are 3 4s are. So therefore we got a is equal to 4. Then the next question, we have 9 is to 6 is equal to 4 is to a, which means 9 by 6 will be equal to 4 by a. Again cross multiply. See here I want a value, but a is in denominator. I want a to be numerator. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to transpose a to the numerator on the left hand side. So it will be like 9a by 6 is equal to 4. Or you can do one thing. You can transpose 6 also along with it. I'm going to transpose this 6 to the other side. So 9a is equal to 4 multiplied by 6. But I want only a value. I don't want 9 here. So I'm going to transpose 9 to the other side again. So 9 comes in division. So 4 multiplied by 6 divided by 9. See, all this you can do in one single step if you understood how to do it. I want a separately in the numerator. I don't want a in the denominator. So what I did, I transpose a in the numerator here with 9, so it will become 9a, and I have taken the 6 to the other side. Again, transpose is to other side, which is in division. When transpose, it comes in multiplication. So 4 multiplied by 6. But I want only a value, so I have again transpose 9 to the other side. You can do this in single step. You can take the 9 here in the first step itself. You can do it if you understood. Otherwise, you can do it in 2 different steps. Okay, I'm going to cancel the numbers now. Cancel this in 3 table. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. We cannot cancel anything further, so therefore a is equal to 8 by 3. So these are the 10 questions I have taken here to explain you the different type of question which can come from comparing quantities. These are the only few questions. There are other questions for percentage also. I'm going to cover this in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.